All right. Welcome, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to our business training. I'm excited to share with you this evening a very exciting announcement that LifeWave just put out 2 days ago. And I have here with me this evening SPD Charlene Saylor, all the way from Kansas City, Missouri, or wherever she may be right now. She may be in Florida too. Who knows? She travels all over the place. But I'm excited that Charlene is going to be on here tonight and share with me our new promotion that LifeWave just put out this week. Maybe you already saw it, you're taking advantage of it, or maybe you're looking for some tips or suggestions on how you can maximize this promotion with LifeWave because it is a short period of time. It's only a 1 week promotion. So, Charlene, thank you for being on here with me this evening.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm happy to be here.
Yay! All right, so let's talk about what the promotion is. If you have not seen that yet, it is for all markets. It is what's called a PIB boost. So grab your notepad. We're going to be sharing, and you're going to hear from some other leaders on here as well too that'll share their tips and suggestions on how they are utilizing this PIB boost in their organizations this week. And then, of course, how they're getting people to join this week as well, too. So I'm going to start off, Charlene, I know you're really, really big into, communicating with your team and reaching out to them. So before we get into those tips, I'm going to screen share so I can show you guys what this promotion looks like. And Charlene and I are going to talk through this as you take some notes, okay? So this is our Give a Boost, Get a Bonus promo. And as you can see, it started on Monday, this past Monday, and it runs through Sunday, or if you're in Europe, other markets, APAC, it's going to run through the beginning of the morning on Monday because time zone differences. So just so you guys know that if you are watching the replay and you're in another region besides the USA North American region. So let's talk about enrollment first. Now, Charlene, you enroll a lot of people. You have a very high enrollment, personally enrolled people, brand partners that you bring into the business. So, of course, we have our core, our advanced, our premium. We know that. We know with our core, you earn a $35 PIB every time you enroll someone. When you enroll advanced, you earn a $75 PIB. And then when you enroll a premium, it's a $45 PIB. So we're just going to talk about the enrollment process now. But as you can see right here where it says enrollment kit bonuses, you will still earn that 35, 75, or 405 based on whoever you bring in. But if you bring in an advanced or a premium this week only, you can see you're going to earn an additional bonus of 75. So you get your 75, you get an additional 75 when you enroll in advanced. And then when you enroll a premium, you get the 405 plus an additional 250. And I think that's the biggest question for people is, are these the bonuses or are these on top of the bonuses? So, Charlene, let's talk a little bit about, again, like I said, you have a lot of enrollments. You personally enroll a lot of people. So, can you come on here and share with them some of your tips and strategies and some of the things that you do in order to enroll so many people for these all the time, but also for these this week for these promotions?
Hi, yes. So for enrollments, what I've been doing is any of the people that I have sent stuff to already, text message, invited them to Zooms, sent out letters, anything like that, I reach back out to them. So I send them a text and check on them and see, if they are basically ready to enroll. Because they've already had the information. I ask them if they have any questions, if there's anything that I can help them with, answering any questions about the product, about, whatever. So that's number one that I do for enrollments. And we're constantly sending out text messages to people, inviting them to the Zooms and sending them, the startx39now.com site. So, I mean, we're constantly already sending this stuff out. So I just go back through all of my text messages and the people and, ask them if they're ready to get going or if they have questions. So that's what I do with my enrollments. And
Perfect.
then,
Perfect.
um,
So before we get into upgrades, okay? So give us an example of say somebody because we know this happens a lot with people. You've got somebody that you've shared Zooms with, you've shared, just maybe recorded videos, testimonials, things like that. What would be something that you could say is an example of a message that you would send out to them like, hey, Becky, blah, blah, blah.
well, today, yeah. So today I texted a lady that had questions about her daughter having anxiety. So I sent her testimonials on anxiety, a couple days ago, and um and then, also the Start X39 now. So I reached back out to her today and I said, "Hey, Dana, hey, did you get a chance to look at all that stuff and talk to your daughter about, her anxiety and how this, helps bring your body into a parasympathetic state?" And I basically reiterated the stuff that we had already talked about. So going back in and, you know, going back over the benefits
Hmm.
of that. And if she had, talked to her daughter and, basically that. And have you had a chance to look at this? Hey, yeah, hey Becky, have you had a chance to look at this? Are you ready to get going? I really want to help you with this. How can I answer any questions for you? And I can get you to get that order placed for you today. I personally never say get you enrolled. I always say let's get your order placed. That's
Hmm.
just me. And people seem to like that. And I'm like, and you can get it in 2 to 3 days. We get your order in, it comes FedEx, so we can get your daughter feeling better as soon as possible.
I love that. That's great. I do the same thing. I don't ever say enrolled either because people think, what am I enrolling in? I don't want to enroll in anything. No, we know we're enrolling them as a brand partner, but they want to know that they have like no strings attached. But for the most part, right? A lot of these people, they're just interested in being customers. And we know that with the brand partner account, they have the flexibility to mix and match and get a better discount, right? That advanced pack, you can get 6X39s. They're only $89 a month. Or if you do the math on that, you're just a little over $40 for a sleeve, a supportive sleeve in that. I mean, that's a huge savings. So, that's really, we want to think about your words. I always say you can't say the right thing to the wrong person or the wrong thing to the right person, but words do have meaning to people. So how can I be in a neutral state that doesn't allude to any commitment or requirements? A lot of times people think I'm going to have to buy so much every month. I'm going to have to sell if I do this. I'm going to have to, do whatever, whatever, whatever. And so I just want to, let them know just like you do. I'll go ahead and get your order placed for you. It'll take me 2 minutes. I'll send you an email confirmation. I'm
Yeah,
the
and
same as you. You collect the information from them, right?
yes, I do. I always collect it. I never have them enroll. And another thing that I do a lot for people to enroll in advance. So this lady was it her and her daughter. So I suggested the advance because she could get both of them could get 2 months worth of X39, 2 months worth of Eon. And when you enroll in the advance, you're getting basically $60 worth of patches free because you're getting $600 worth of patches for 535. So I tell her you're getting both of you can get 2 months each, plus you're getting $60 off of the already discounted price. So that's what I always say with the advance because you're getting $65 worth of patches free off of the wholesale price. So to me, that is a win-win situation.
Yeah, I agree. I love that. And I love that you say that because you know ahead of time what the benefits are for them. So when you can spell that out, this is what you're getting free. This is what you're getting in addition to. This is a deeper discount. People want those things. They want to take advantage of that promo. And yes, this is a PIB boost for you, right? For you as a brand partner to enroll someone, but they're getting a great deal. And so it's kind of an incentive for us to say, hey, let's spend some time this week and follow back up. Let's circle around to those people that we haven't talked to in a while. We know tonight, Gary, or tomorrow night, Gary and Dr. Jennifer are going to be doing a fantastic, testimonial. I know Gary always has mind-blowing testimonials when he comes on. So, that's something you can plan on sending to people, right? Friday's payday for people. And so, hey, I want to share with you this Zoom from Superman Gary and Dr. Jennifer, or maybe go back to the one on Monday night, pull that testimonial and send that to people and say, hey, you popped in my mind this week. I wanted to share this with you. So keeping some time this week in your calendar for follow-up, like Charlene said, that follow-up, circle back around to people. And you notice how she made reference to what they'd already discussed. So whether you have that written down in a notebook or whether you just scroll back through your text and you've got the people's names written down, whatever it may be, she referenced back to the daughter's anxiety. And so that, brings that connection of it. She paid attention. She remembers, or she has some way to remember and brought that up to me again. So it's about that connection and those relationships. And maybe Dana's not going to buy today. Maybe Dana will buy, who knows what will happen between now and Sunday. Maybe she'll change her mind. And on Sunday, Charlene will send her one more message and just say, hey, wanted to let you know, today's the last day if you're interested in getting this deeper discount or something like that. Not the last day, but you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
gives you an opportunity to connect with people.
And you just mentioned, because people really do like it when you remember what's going on with them, because it makes them feel like, first of all, you're paying attention, and so they feel heard and seen, and everybody needs that anyway. I mean, in life in general, everybody wants to be heard and seen, especially if there's something going on with them or their child, that is important to them. So I literally do. I write down notes. If somebody calls me and has a question and they tell me that they have this going on with their son or daughter or themselves or whatever, I literally write down everything that they tell me, because then I go back and ask them and they always say to me, oh, you remember that? I'm like, yeah, I remember. But I mean, I also check up on people that have already enrolled and ask them how they're doing with those specific issues that they mentioned, because also we are in this to help people and we're supposed to, show love and we care. And I mean, I do. And so I literally today I made several phone calls to people that were already enrolled, but asked them how they were feeling, asked them about their child that got kicked by a horse, and but it made them feel good. That was the only reason I called them, was just to check in with them. And that solidifies us caring and
Mhm.
also our belief in the product, because we're checking to see, hey, how are you feeling? What changes have you noticed already?
I love that.
So,
It's important not just to sign them up and then be scared to follow back up. We've got to check in with people. Just like you said, I mean, we are in the business to help people. That's the whole reason why everyone is drawn to LifeWave. You want to make a difference in your life and in other people's lives. So let's piggyback off of that and talk a little bit about upgrades. So as you can see here, I left it up. There's a lot of options for upgrading depending on if someone came in with an old pack or if they've come in with a new pack. And so you can see all of these prices are different. So we're not going to go over all the prices because you can see them and you can see what they were and then what you upgrade them to, depending on what bonus in addition you get. That's the key I want you to understand. If you have someone that's a starter pack, which means they've just spent 25 bucks, right? They didn't get anything. If they upgrade to advance, you earn $75 already, but you're going to earn an additional 75. If you have somebody that was a silver pack and you get them to upgrade to advanced, you already are going to earn 25 additional dollars. So there's that difference matters. Okay. So you get the difference no matter what, but you get these bonuses in addition. So Charlene, let's talk a little bit about things that you say to people that are already your customers and how you, let's just say, incentivize or entice them to upgrade to the next pack.
Well, something that I have been doing a lot is most people are deficient minerals. And so David mentions, that it's beneficial to take a copper glycinate with this. And, because a lot of people do not take any form of mineral vitamin or anything like that. So some of the things that I've done, and I'm not telling everybody they should do this, but I like this week in particular because of this going on. First of all, I go through my back office and I say who needs to upgrade. I make a list of who needs to upgrade, and then those people I call them and tell them that we've got hey, if you up well, especially if you go from like core to advanced, you're still getting a $60 worth of patches free. So I feel like everybody should take advantage of that. So I just call them and say, hey, did you know that right now, if you order, um, whatever, depending on different person, if you can get two X39s and two Eons right now for $240. So it's $60 off. So, or the ones, going, some of the people I know want to go to premium. Like they've already told me they want to do that. So that's what I mentioned. But then also some people I have incentivized with, if I know that they don't do minerals, I say, hey, you get I will send you a free bottle of copper glycinate if you want to go ahead and order.
I like
I,
that.
I can't send chocolate because that'll probably
It
melt or
could, but I
whatever.
know I'm thinking, could you send chocolate? No.
Yeah. But the people that are not taking copper, I literally today have mailed out 5 coppers to people.
Wow. And where do you get
Um,
your piper copper glycinate? They're going to want to know that. Are you buying that from your Amish peeps or where are you getting that from?
so the ones today, I just went and looked up a good brand that I use on a regular basis, and I ordered it from Amazon.
Hmm.
That it was a very specific brand
Okay.
because I use that brand when I go to the health food store.
Hmm.
So I sent that, and I mean, like it's literally like $12 to $20.
Mm.
I mean, I
Yeah.
know I'm saving money, but also it's once again showing them that I care about their health and I want them to get better.
Hmm.
And they may not be feeling the greatest yet because they're deficient copper. We need copper, GHK copper peptide. We need it.
We
So
do. Most people.
that's just something I do.
I love that idea. Thank you for sharing that. That's great. All right, so let's look a little bit here at the FAQs real quick before we pop off this screen. So this is important as a brand partner that you read these, especially before you ask someone else the questions that are right here. So I'm a school teacher, so read the instructions, read the directions. That's just me. So here is how you earn the additional commissions, right? You have to be commission qualified yourself, of course, right? And so we've already discussed this. You're going to earn whatever addition it is based on the enrollment. If someone returns it, then of course that, commissions will not be paid out to you. But is there a limit to how many people you can sign up during the promotion? No, no limit. You can enroll as many as you want and earn those additional bonuses on every single one. Here's the key that everybody wants to know. When am I going to get the extra money? So you're going to earn the PIB that you earn no matter what this week. You will see that reflected instantly in your commission section in your back office. The additional commission will not actually show up for 30 days. Okay, because what happens is when we have a pay period, which we do Monday through Sunday, and so it ends on Sunday, what happens the following week? We do audits, meaning that every single thing is sifted and sorted and rechecked and double checked to make sure that everything is correct. So that whole next week, which is why you see in your back office that your commissions say that they are not finalized yet, everything's being double checked. So then the following week is when you would actually get paid out on that. Okay, so now we've got 2 weeks that have gone by since this promo. and people are starting to get paid out that following week, right? So then they still have an additional 2 weeks to pay you out these bonuses, making sure, of course, that everyone has, fulfilled their part of keeping their product and to try to avoid any of in case someone does return, right? So that is a 30-day turnover on the additional part. But don't worry, they always pay. They've never not paid us. So just so you know. So I do want to go ahead, Charlene. I know we've got, if we have, let me double check if we have any questions. Let's see. Somebody asked, can you give the name of the product? I'm assuming that would be the name of the copper glycinate that you use. What's the brand name? They want to know.
So today, the mainly the ones I sent out today were Thorn.
Oh, I love
Thorn,
them. Yeah.
because I think they're a good brand. I don't want to send something that is not a good quality, and
Yeah.
I like that brand.
Awesome.
Great
Perfect.
brand.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do, we're going to just kind of have a little round table. We've got some other leaders that are on here, and of course, anybody is welcome to share what you were doing as well. If you do want to share, just put your little hand up on your thing or type a comment in the chat that you'd like to share what you're doing to enroll people this week or to upgrade. So I'll just get it started. I know we've got Laura on here, Leah, we've got Gary on here as well. And I know we've got some other SPDs. I'll just start with you guys. Just give a tip or a suggestion on what you're doing this week so people can take notes while I'm waiting to see who else wants to share this week. Laura, you want to go?
Sure. You guys, I mean, gosh, Charlene, amen. Kudos. You're doing a great job. When I call my clients to upgrade, they really don't know. We think they know everything. We think they remember the advanced pack and the premium pack and that what the discount is and how it drives down the unit price. And they really don't. They're doing all they can just to remember to get their patches on every day. You know what I mean? It's like, so when I call them and I say to them, and a lot of them are not new, like they think new is the first week or two. And when I say you have a new customer upgrade, they'll go, well, I'm not new. How did I get that? And so I kind of learned and say to them, hey, we are offering unusual savings in wholesale packs this week. I think it's time for you to take advantage. I know you've wanted to try some new patches. You're being very consistent over here using these. And depending on what they're ordering, you guys, I take the time before I call them and put all their patches in that pack that I would like them to upgrade to. If they're sitting advanced, I'm taking them to premium because I want them to see what they're getting, how many months they're getting of it, the cost savings, and what perhaps they can get for free before I even call them. I don't want to have to say, well, let me check on that for you. Right? I've taken the time prior to doing that, whether it's, hey, I've saved you $200 plus. I know you wanted to try that Alavita, and I'm going to slide 2 free ones in there for you. It's a huge savings. But I want to share with you that when I say savings, I'm calculating tax, I'm calculating shipping. I want them to see the whole picture. And when you give them that kind of value, they're all in. They're all in. And don't be frightened. A lot of you guys are on here thinking, oh my gosh, if I sign them up for a premium pack, they're not going to want to order after they're going to have so much fraud. Don't worry about that because you're enrolling other people, right? So it's not a worry for you to worry about someone's particular plan of their account. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Thank
Awesome.
you. Love
You're
it.
welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Leah.
Laura, that's exactly what I was going to say. I had someone call me earlier this
Oh, do
week.
we do duplication here? Wow.
We do, right? But I spell it out. I give them exactly what they asked me for. You can spend this much and get that, or you can get XYZ for this amount. And that's all I say. And this girl messaged me back. She said, option 2, please. And that's just how that goes. And I think going into it, knowing what they order, even if you've got to look back at what they've been previously ordering, whether you remember or not, because you can see their orders and go in and say, it's been a while since you've had this. We can throw that in and it's going to essentially be free. But having that plan when you get ready to talk with your customers, that's huge. That is a huge thing. And Charlene, I love what you said about offering up that the copper product, because that's not a lot and it's a little amount, and you've made that back in product introduction bonus, right? And offering that to them. And I'm gonna actually, that's what I'm gonna be working on for the next 2 days with some more of my follow-ups. Yeah.
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 But yes, that's exactly what I do is offer that up. And you guys, you can very easily go in and sort all of your personally enrolled by the pack that they've ordered. And you can go in and see all your silvers that are still silvers, all the golds, anything that's still the old names
I literally was
under your
doing that
personally enrolled.
while you're saying that, Leah. So keep talking them through.
Yeah.
I literally just pulled up somebody's account to have this ready to show. So go ahead and say that to them again. Where are we going? Take them through it.
We're going to organization and personally enrolled team.
Mm-hmm.
And then you
from
click
there,
on double click or click 2 times on the paid rank. And that'll sort all of them by, it groups them all together. So you can see all the diamonds, there's a couple cores. And I'm sorry, you guys, but that going from core to advanced or silver to advanced, that's an absolute no-brainer. Number one, they're paying less than they did the first time, and then they can get the same product.
Yeah.
So that is always, you definitely do not want to let anybody order without doing that upgrade, because it's such a good savings for them to be able to buy that same amount of product for even less than they paid the first time. That's a big win for sure. So yeah, it's easy to see who's what.
And you know what I want to add to that, you guys, is that if you're texting, voice clip them or call them and get darn excited over that savings, just like it was you getting that savings. Because when you're excited, like, oh my God, I just saved you $250. Like they just won the lottery, right? They're excited. And they're more apt to just go, God, this is amazing. Yes, right? And please put the order in at that moment. Don't wait, because you might get the call, I've been thinking about it. It's much easier to talk them off a ledge than it's easier to talk them off the ledge than not actually get the order in time. Don't sit around, just get it done. It takes you a nanosecond. You're so good at it. Yeah.
And even I would say, even too, if those people have not ordered in months or even a year, it doesn't matter, because you just don't know. I've heard people tell me, I've been thinking about starting patching again. And then all of a sudden the phone rang and it was me.
Yep. And as you guys saw, you go to organization, personally enrolled team, you double click on that pack, what kind of pack they purchased, and you can see right there their phone numbers there, their emails there. But like Laura said, and you heard Charlene, pick up the phone and call them, or do a voice clip. Have your math ready so you know exactly what it is to go from a silver to advanced. I mean, 235 and you get 3x39s. Right? You guys know those prices immediately, or they can mix and match. Get your 2x39s, 2 eons for only $235. Did you hear that? Really? 2x39s, 2 eons for $235. It's normally $200 for 2x39s. They're getting 2 eons for $35. Does that make sense? Oh my God, 2 eons for $35? I'm in. Can I get a nice wave instead of 1 eon? Sure. Can I get 4 eons? Sure. We'll take out another X39, whatever you want to do. They want
and I would say you can also do that even if your people are on auto ship and they came in at a core pack. You can push the auto ship out and let them know, hey, we'll push the auto ship out because you can save money today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always tell them you have a new customer upgrade on your account still. What patches do you want to take advantage of that new customer upgrade? Right? They don't need to know they're going from core to advanced or to premium,
Mm-hmm.
or that doesn't really matter to them. They just want to
Yeah.
know the savings. You have a new customer upgrade.
And
Yeah.
we all want to save money, and that's what I tell people. Like when I get ready to order, I don't ever order less than 2 support patches because $20 is $20 that you save.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives them the sense that I watch my money, I'm going to watch their money as well.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
and you know, you guys, we know this is a corporate promo. We do know this, right? However, you can turn it into your promo based on the packs that are around the corner for your client. Like, let's just say they're on patches for pain and digestion, right? Why can't you call them up and say, hey, I'm running a special on pain and digestion. I've got a promo running this weekend or this week only, like, right? Intentional. We're trying to create a sense of urgency. Like, make it fun for them. They don't have to know that it's an upgrade, or they don't have to know. Like, you can call it anything you want. Have fun with it. I mean, if you're going to be sitting doing something and creating and writing numbers, call it something. Make it sound very interesting to them. It doesn't have to sound like I'm having it's an upgrade. You have don't use the same language every time. Remember, if you're playing the upgrade game, you're going to run out of verbiage on that one. Like, maybe call it something else. Who knows? Because they might call you back up and say, my girlfriend would really love that pain and digestion pack. Is that still available? Well, let me see what I can do. So have fun with it. It's have fun.
March Madness promo, that is a good one.
Boom,
And
I love
you
that
guys
one.
too, I would say, don't be afraid to give people the option. Again, spelling out what they can get going from advanced to premium.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of giving them that number. You're just giving them choice A or choice B, because you would be surprised at how many people will go, yes, I'll take option B. Boom. You just earned an additional PIB.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm just kind of adding up here, Charlene, just doing a little math here on enrollments. So when I said at the beginning, Charlene enrolls a lot of people. If I'm adding correctly, your personal enrollments that you've thrown in is over 300 people. Over 300 people that you've personally enrolled. So that's a lot of people, a lot of lives that are being changed, a lot of lives that you care about, which is obviously how you have an organization of thousands and thousands of people, because we know, what we care about, right? What we focus on expands. Where our heart is, where our gratitude is, that's where we see that expansion in your organization. Yeah.
Yes,
Kudos to you,
I
girl.
love it.
For sure. Did you know you're over that many?
No. No, I didn't.
Do we need to show her where she can see that?
Oh, gotta love that binary tree, right? Hover over that
Gotta love
binary
it.
tree. So we have a question here. Charlene, do you have to be advanced to receive the bonus?
No.
What do you have to be in order to earn PIB?
Active.
Yeah, that's right. You got to be active. You got to be commission qualified. If you're not a manager, that means you have at least 55 BV in a personal order. If you are a manager or above, that's 110. So you don't have to be an advance to get an advance bonus. You don't have to be a premium to get a premium bonus. You just have to be commission qualified. That's gorgeous, isn't it? I love that that is something they implemented last September, where if you're a core, you can sign up a premium and earn the full 405 all by yourself. Or you can sign up in advance and you get your 75, right? All right, Charlene, we have another question. If someone is upgrading from gold to premium, how much are they saving?
That's a good question. I actually just figured that out for somebody yesterday. I think the difference between the two was like $1,200.
1250.
And
Yep.
yeah, and then so they were getting, we figured it out. It was like basically $200 worth of patches free.
Mm. Yeah, because you're getting 15 sleeves of X39. So if
Yeah.
it's 1250 and divided by 15 sleeves, that's $83 a sleeve if you were just to do the X39. Obviously, we know people like to mix and match, but $83 a sleeve. Or like you said, $200 worth of patches for free.
Well, and what I told him was, the X39s or X49s are 99 and everything else is 49. So just figure out you get $1,400 worth of patches. This is what it costs. Figure out what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he did.
I love that. Thank you. And one of your rock stars, Michelle Moe, wants to share. Michelle, if you can unmute yourself. Charlene enrolled Michelle.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Am I on the big screen? I hate Zoom. Okay, so last week's business meeting got me, and Dr. Stacy, you said something like, what can you do right now? I think you said something like that, but that's what my inner being heard. And so Saturday, I am like, what can I do right now? So I got all dolled up. Well, no, I didn't get dolled up on Saturday. Saturday, I looked good, but I got 25 of these. Hold on. 25 of these. Can you see them?
Yep.
And I went door to door all the way down through Oak Grove. And I didn't know exactly where I was going, which is the best part for me because it's spontaneous for me who I'm going to meet. Because if I think about who I'm going to meet, that could mess me up, like what am I going to say? So, first place I went is Dollar General, and the cashier was hurting, and I patched her up right then and there. Her and her husband are reviewing the information. I got to follow up with them. Saturday, I'm going back to see her. And from there, it went on to where I had 25 people that day. Sunday, I didn't do anything because everything was closed. But come Monday, I'm going to send out more information. So I put together the packet that you talked about last week and the price sheet. And then I stapled this to it. And I hit another, I don't know, 20 people. And I just went, when I left my driveway, I didn't know if I was going to go left or right. I knew I was going to go somewhere. And I met the most amazing people. So a total of 61 people I met last week. This is, I think, what I'm going to do for a while, because out of it, I've got 3 testing the patches. I've got a pharmacist actually patching. A little pharmacy in Green Valley, Missouri. I went to a fire station. I love firemen. You got to go where you love. And when I walk in, it's like, hello. And they just don't know what to do. I like blast them with good energy. And then I tell them, do not throw this away because you're going to know someone that's going to need it. And I want you to put it away, tuck it away. If you don't want it now, just tuck it away. This is going to go viral in August. Everyone needs to know about it. And so I am talking to 20 people today, and you are number 7. And then I shake their hand and I leave it with them. And I'm going to go back in a month and hit every single other place. I'm going to take in cookies or something. Oh, and I went into the local bank and all 3 tellers saw a gift. Oh, I started doing. So then I went from this to these leftover gift bags for my ladies' luncheon, which are really amazing. And there's chocolate in here and everything. So I walk in the other day with 13 of these gift bags, and the ladies at the bank, I gave all 3 of the tellers one. I had one more left. I go, well, who here is older? And they took me back to the bank manager, and she and I had the best conversation. So they're going to remember me. And I told Charlene in October, we're going to rent an Oktoberfest booth, and we're already going to know everybody. And she's going to be doing chair massage. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. And it's because of last week's meeting. So that's what sparked it. And anyway,
Wow.
I'm done.
That is incredible. We call that blitzing,
Right.
where you just walk out your house and you just go business to business, door to door, and you have no attachment, no expectations other than you just want to be a kind person and offer some information. I love that, Michelle.
Well, after a couple of them, I had to call Charlene. Charlene, wasn't I just coming out of my skin? I'm like, oh, God, I love this. Because you're just so, you leave with a piece of them and you left them, it was a piece of you. So, yeah, it was awesome.
Thank you
All
for
right, I'll keep you posted.
keep us posted. I'm excited. You said 61 people you've touched so far this week? 61. You know, our system is 333. Reach out to three, follow up with three, invite three. But, you know, Laura and I have always said from day one, it's more like 30, 30, 30. And Michelle's like 60. Let's just keep that going, right? I mean, and here's the thing. You don't know these people. I think so many times people get hung up on, I need to reach out to people that I know, that I'm comfortable with, whether they say yes or no. A lot of times they say no, but you still want to reach out to the people in your circles, right? Because they already know you, so you feel more comfortable. But how amazing is that to just be able to walk out and talk to 61 new people that you never knew before? And I'm sure there's hundreds of thousands of people in your area. Yeah, and you're on 61 so far. So being okay to meet new people and make new friends.
So, am I unmuted?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, my plan is tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Oh no. My plan is Monday is to do 20 a day. It's my hope. They like gift bags. Okay. You walk in with gift bags, you got their attention. When I walked in with the flyers, they were like kind of looking at me weird. But when you walk in with something, and that helps. But South Side, this is real quick. I don't want to take anyone's time up, but I ran into my high school. When we were 14, we took her mom and dad's car out. I had not seen her since this night. Got pulled over by a police chase. I was not driving. And the last time I saw her was that night when we were being handcuffed, and I got to go home, and she went to detention. So I ran into her at just one of those little places. I walked in, and there she was. So you don't know who you're going to run into. If you do it spontaneous and just leave your driveway and don't know where you're going, you're just going to run into that person. You're going to rendezvous with them. It's complete manifesting. I mean, you're really manifesting in your now moment too. But Southside Nutrition, we are holding a huge event there because of me going in there. And so that's going to be coming up in about a month. So anyway, I'll stop talking. I could talk for a long time, so I'm going to mute myself.
Well, thank you for sharing. I
You're welcome.
appreciate that.
All right.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very exciting and inspiring. Yes, definitely. All right, who else wants to share some things you're doing this week? Some tips, some suggestions. How are you reaching out to people, meeting people, upgrading people? Anybody want to raise your hand up or type in the chat if you want me to unmute you? I can't believe Rhonda hasn't raised her hand yet. Rhonda, you're the queen of upgrades. Unmute Rhonda. She's the queen of upgrades.
Okay. So now that I can learn how to unmute. So guys, I just reach out and call everybody and say, and like you said, Dr. Stacy, have it all figured out ahead of time. Look, I know what they're on. This is what you can get. This is how much you're going to get for free. Let me know if you'd like to take advantage of that. I think that's what Laura Balzer used to say, right? Um, but yeah, just reaching out and reaching out and reaching out. And I would go through the back office and see where everybody's at and just go. And that's how I got to my trips. This Punta Mita, over 50 of the points was upgrades.
Mm.
Upgrades. That's where it's at.
Mhm.
Plus, there's a lot of points, a lot of money, it's just all good. But just reaching out, I would sit and make a list. Who needs to go from core to advance? Who needs to go from advanced to premium? And just call. And you just, like Laura said, you got to make it exciting. Oh my gosh, you get a free patch. You get the same thing you bought the first time for 300, you get it for 240. It's like a free patch. Who doesn't want a free sleeve? I mean, it's just a no-brainer, but it's the follow-up. And I'm the queen of follow-up because of my day job. I've been in sales forever. So, if I don't get you today, I'm calling you again tomorrow. You gotta answer me one way or another. And some people don't want to do that. They're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to bother them. I don't want to offend. Here's the secret. If Has anybody ever had anybody that did not respond to you? Anybody? Anybody been ghosted? Okay. So here's what happens. If I text you or I called you and left you a message, all of that, and you still haven't replied, I text you, are you okay? And I wait, because you better be dead or in the hospital if you're not responding to me. Because why else would you not respond to me? That's rude as heck, right? That's just my attitude, So I keep messaging. Are you? No, I'm just busy. Oh yeah, I'm okay. Sorry, I've just been busy. And then I got their attention. Okay, what do you want to take advantage of that? So the follow up is where it's at. I followed up and followed up and followed up until I got an answer. Yes, no, something. Don't bother me. Anything, but you need to answer me, right?
Yeah.
And that's just the way I was raised. Answer. You answer when you're spoken to. So it's just all in the follow up, guys, and just going through and mess. Bruce, do I follow up? I'm on Bruce all the time. Bruce. And if Bruce forgets to hit send when he texts me back, I'm like, Bruce, are you okay? He knows what that means. He better
Thoughts
answer.
are there, but he hasn't hit send.
Hit send.
Yes.
Respond. So that's my thing. Just follow up, guys, and do them.
Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys, and I don't know if you know this or not, but that company only does PIB boost twice a year. So this is our one for the beginning of the year, and they typically do one later in the year. So this is not a regular thing. So this is definitely something you want to really hone in on. All right, Superman, what did you want to share, buddy?
Well, when you were talking about the teacher thing, I kind of went down memory lane and I could see those notes going home that Gary's rocking back on his chair again and Gary's talking in class and won't keep quiet. And for this particular exercise, Gary didn't follow direction. So I didn't know this was for a week. Okay. I've been real busy with other things that, we're kind of working on. So tomorrow, needless to say, I'm going to be like Rhonda. A lot of my points for the trip came from upgrading. To me, it's a no-brainer to do that. And I'm like Michelle Moe. I like going into places unannounced. I just show up and here I am, and I always go in and I'll point to my hand and then I'll say, "Do you know what this is?" They'll look at me and I say, "You know what this is? Have you heard of this?" No one's heard of it. Every office I went into, no one's heard of what this is. And when you say stem cells, their eyes get big. Like, oh, got stem cells? Like, really? Yeah, your own stem cells. So I have a flyer that I thought, was kind of put together with, it's on the one side, it's got Amy, the before and after, and Dr. Peck, 40-year anesthesiologist. It's the most amazing product, and the black guy with the vitiligo, or however you say that, all right, he was all, blotched up, and then all of his skin looks good, and then I flip it over and it shows me, and then I go to David Schmidt, and then I'll say at the bottom of that, I'll say, "You see what that says?" And they're like, LifeWave #1 in the world. I said, yeah, we're #1 in the world. And they're all like, wow, how did I not hear this? So I kind of leave it with them. And everyone I've been to has been open, has been, no one's like kind of frowned, like, I even walked into a couple that said no solicitation. I just didn't see the sign, like darn, I mean, I'm sharing something that's going to benefit them. And oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, have a nice day. But no one has been in any way. I like what Michelle does. I didn't think about fire stations. I'll be going. If I'm Catherine's on here, so Catherine, you stay up your way, and I'm going to stay down my way. I got the fire stations down in Tampa. You can have Land O'Lakes. And Catherine, oh my God, she'll cover the whole place. She doesn't leave one stone unturned, and I'm grateful. And I didn't like, and I just want to say that if she's keeping up with Jamie Ellis, I didn't realize that. That's pretty doggone because what's her name? Janelle has been tagging me, and these ladies are like Charlene. They're signing up every, 2, 3 people every day in their team. So that's kind of exciting. But I'm working. I finally had a lady tonight that was on last time we did the Zoom, and the lady tomorrow is in the same group I'm in. Thought that the patch was, oh, that's just poo poo. That is whatever. One Patch Wonder coming on tomorrow night. And this other lady's in the same group. Well, she's buying a magazine. Now, I'm not a big fan of magazines. I bought a $600 ad just to kind of help her out, like, hey, let's do it. And but she's now going to own it. And so I said to her, Sarah Williams, ex-military Air Force Academy graduate, bright woman, but was in 15 years of some pretty traumatic pain. And I said, look, you own a magazine. You got an incredible story, but you have no time to build a business. Why don't you send people to me and I'll build it for you? And she thought, like, wow. And again, like I did with Crystal, and like I'm doing with the guy that I play golf with, and like I got another friend of mine. I said to a friend of mine, oh my God, Silvio, who has done extremely well. We worked together 30 years ago at the Marriott, and he went off and flipped houses, but the guy has no life and no time. I mean, at 58, I get tired just hearing the schedule, okay? And I'm on the phone like, oh my God, really? And then I sent him my video and he says, I want to do what you do. And I said, great. So today we kind of, worked out a deal where you drive traffic, I'll take care of all the paperwork, all the customer service. And that's two people that at this point are, very interested. And so that's something that we can all do, if you come across someone, because everyone wants residual income and more money. They just don't have time because they got a real job. And who wants to learn a new bit? Oh God, I got to learn a new business and do all that. So and then I got my baseball guy that we're still waiting to feel something. So I know that's going to happen. But I got a couple of things getting ready to pop, and I'm going to catch up to that Charlene Sailor because she's tearing it up. I didn't know she was signing them up like that. Oh my goodness! I'm glad she's on my team. I love those guys. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at. And fire engines tomorrow, they will be seeing me. Thank you for that, Michelle Moe.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Catherine, let's hear what you've got going on, girl. You
No, just
are when you and Jamie both are the top winners for the promotion that we had in our team earlier this month. So
well,
kudos to
thank you,
you
Stacy, for
guys for
offering
your
that. You guys are great.
top
Really,
enrollments. Let's hear what you're doing.
no, just really appreciate you for offering that. I'm just gonna say ditto ditto to everybody with everything that everybody's sharing. And my strategy is always same thing, upgrade, 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 get them in, upgrade for their own benefit. It's always for their own benefit. So you let them know you're saving $60, you're saving $250, you're saving $200, whatever that number is, you do that. So what was interesting though, one of my persons, there we go. They said, hey, we need to order some patches. So I bottom line shared with them the upgrade from the advanced to the premium. And they said, that's a great idea. So then they called today and they said, our girl, she wants the same thing. Now the other gal was going from core to premium. And they were a couple, the person's person. And then, but Trudy, whatever her name is, she's a single person, but she still wanted to go from core to premium. So understand that you never know. You give them the benefits, you give them the possibilities. So then what I did, I went back to my personal person that put this first person in. So because I upgraded her person, she's getting like a $600 or $700 bonus. So I texted her and I said, you just have like 670, whatever it was, $600. And then I texted her and said, by the way, because I've been building after she got in, she's got this volume. So I said to her, you have this volume right here. And if you get da-da-da, you're going to get another $600 by the end of this week. You need 3 people. Let's get on the phone right now. And so that's the other thing that you want to be doing with your people is looking at their volume. And she's got one person. That's it. But she's got other people that she's working on. Encourage them to do it now because Stacy, you can start right now. And by the way, Stacy, guess what? I'm so glad you're starting with your patches. If you have 4 or 5 friends or 6, whatever, just list 4 people. Did you know that you could earn extra blah, blah, blah? And then you tell them to get excited. So that's all it is. Just real quick, just get encouraging. And I agree with Laura. You can't text, hi, Stacy. Hi, Stacy. I mean, give them a voice message because people need to hear your excited voice. If you're not excited, go do jumping jacks. And then you can be excited. Okay. Get breathless after you do some jumping jacks and then make your phone calls. So it's that is sense of urgency, excitement, let them know what's in for them, looking at the people and get moving because they deserve the specials. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine, for sharing that. Go do some jumping jacks. Do whatever you need to do to fire yourself up so that, look at Stella's daughter. Yes, do jumping jacks. Absolutely. Yay, yes, absolutely. Yeah, get fired up because this is something to get fired up about. I mean, it really is. It's great savings. And you know what happens when you do this? This is why I've always played the upgrade game. For those of you that have been around here a lot, you hear us talk about this every time the PIB comes along. The upgrade game is what I call it because what will they do? When they need patches, they'll message you and they'll say, hey, do you have any promos right now? Do you have any specials? Well, of course we do. I can always drop them on a maintenance pack and give them a good deal, right? Yes, we do. You can actually get 3 X39s for only $269 right now. $30 off. $10 off per sleeve. Oh my God, yeah, I need that. Or they'll tell me what they do need and they'll say, is there any specials with this? And I'm like, of course, absolutely. Let me get in there and look around and see what kind of promos we have going on right now. I'm always doing those things with my customers, so they come back to me all the time wanting the deal, wanting the promo, wanting the special. So when I do throw out a special, when the company does product specials like they did back in January or whatever, throughout the year, they're fired up. They can't wait. And the limit 5, right? And they're like, oh, I want all of it. So if you do the upgrade game, if you teach your customers, your brand partner customers that these are promos, these are specials, these are deals, that they want that. Everyone does. When I get text and emails every day from companies, if I can buy something in bulk at X amount of dollars off or percentage off, I'm doing it because I want the deal. I don't care to stock that stuff. I mean, don't lie. You all go to Costco, right? You go to Costco or your Sam's Club. You go buy your toilet paper in bulk. Why wouldn't you buy your light technology in bulk? Right? You're doing the exact same thing. I mean, those tubs of peanut butter, no one will ever eat all of that, but you still buy that great big thing from Costco for the savings. I don't know because I don't go to Costco, so I have no idea. But I'm just assuming that's how it looks. It looks like the jar that you used to see at school, right? Growing up in the kitchen, the big, huge jar, you get the big old packs of the boxes of cheese. That's what Costco seems like to me as you're buying all that big bulk stuff. But people go there because they want the savings. They'll buy in bulk for savings. It's in your mind whether or not you are believing that they will buy in bulk for savings. And so just like you said, Catherine, give me the premium. I'll take that pack. Absolutely. Better discount. I'm in. So I love that. Thank you all for sharing this evening. Everyone that shared, thank you again, Charlene, for committing to do this with me, and for all of the others that shared as well too. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your participation. And I'm excited to see all the new PIBs that come in this week for you guys, right? That increase in your check to really kick off this spring. We just started the first day of spring last week. That new time of year, everybody's excited. Things are blooming and going and growing just like your businesses. So thank you all and have a fantastic evening.